In the early 2000s, Dungeons & Dragons 3rd edition was king of the role-playing scene. Wizards of the Coast's open gaming license allowed for many up-and-coming publishers to put out content using their popular game mechanics. Across the board, if you knew the D20 system, you could incorporate any of the dozens of non-official splat books released during this time. To expand their product line and cover new ground, Wizards introduced D20 Modern, November 1st, 2002. This book and subsequent expansions allowed players to build adventures outside of the standard medieval fantasy campaign made famous by Dungeons & Dragons. With the release of Rockstar Games' Grand Theft Auto 3 just short of a year prior and decades of movies to draw inspiration from, D20 Modern was an instant hit. This was a system that allowed for 90s action heroes, noir detectives, and regular people to combat the paranormal. The first thing players with D&D experience notice is that instead of having classes called Barbarian, Rogue, and Cleric, they've instead introduced base classes, or archetypes that could be used to describe characters. The type of hero corresponds to one of the 6 ability scores of the system. We have the strong hero, the fast hero, the tough hero, the smart hero, the dedicated hero, and the charismatic hero. Each of these classes offered different starting skills, feats, stat bonuses, and talents, which were class features that you would choose as you progress. In addition to the basic classes, there are also advanced classes that heroes must meet requirements to take levels in. These include more specialized characters such as the Gunslinger, Negotiator, and Techie. The Mage Advanced class allows for limited spellcasting for people missing their arcane spellcasters. D20 Modern offers a number of new elements Wizards wanted to experiment with that can be found in later iterations of D&D. Occupations allow characters to choose what job or career their character holds, ranging from academic to blue-collar worker. There are 19 occupations in total found in the core book that provide additional skills, feats, and a bonus to their wealth. Instead of using currency, the system uses an abstract wealth bonus to represent how the character is doing financially and allows the character to add this to a D20 roll when purchasing goods or services. Anything above a certain threshold will cause their wealth to decrease, but common purchases have little to no bearing. Another interesting addition to the system is the inclusion of action points. Action points are used by characters to receive small bonuses during different checks and are replenished through level advancement. D20 Modern's core book offers everything needed to get a game rolling. It has everything for character creation, DM tools, and 3 detailed campaign settings. A number of additional books were printed, including Urban Arcana in 2003, bringing more magic and a variety of races to the modern world. This was followed by the Menace Manual that same year, offering a variety of creatures to pit against your heroes, including several enemies inspired by iconic monsters. More books followed each year, including D20 Future, Past, Apocalypse, Cyberscape, Future Tech, Critical Locations, and Dark Matter. Each of these books explored different pop culture settings such as giant robots, Wild West, post-apocalyptic, cyberspace, and paranormal conspiracy. Overall, D20 Modern was a masterpiece of a system during its time, allowing for a variety of campaign settings with or without the purchase of new books. The system wasn't without flaws though. One of the biggest complaints was the wealth system that allowed for player abuse if the DM didn't head it off. Mechanics that made little sense, such as how grenades worked, and that most guns all did similar damage. If you enjoyed this video, let us know down in the comments below what you would like to see next. A whole different system, or for us to go into detail about classes, feats, and the other books published for D20 Modern.